Teacher, I want to ask
لا أقولك عم بتكلم.
What?
في الطبخ دي ها.
What, Salma?
teacher, today when I opened the e-school, you didn't download anything.
مسروح.
Yes, me too. When I opened it, you did not download.
Hala, Sunday on the e-school, you don't have class.
Yes.
Okay, so we will download the class for Monday, okay? Yani after the session, I will send you the PowerPoint with the link of our session, okay?
Because we have today online class.
Yes. So after the class, when we save the recording and everything, I will upload it. Who's ABC?
Who's ABC?
ABC.
بس في ناس غريبين عم بدخلوا.
لما هو في ناس بيكون عندهم نيك نيمز غير الاسماء تاعتهم. That's why I'm changing the names. Hi Elaf.
Teacher, do you know I was wondering why teachers are wearing hijab, and then I realized they are recording. So okay.
Even if we're not recording,
yeah.
Some fathers were, yani, they look at the live sessions and so on.
Yeah.
ABC, who are you?
Who are you?
ليش بس بيحطوا نيك نيمز غريبين؟
بالضبط.
I don't know.
واحدة اسمها ABC شو هاد؟
Hey, we have Farah. Who's Farah Mazali? I think
لارا.
واحدة مسمينها ABC.
Lara.
I'm in.
Mazali. Hi, Lara.
Hi, Miss.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I loved your video on the school page.
Yeah, me too.
Thank
it
you.
was good.
Rama, hi. طيب.
Teacher, are we going to start now?
Yes, but I'm just making sure who didn't join. Tamara didn't join. We still didn't know who's that, who ABC. Please, ABC, if you don't tell me who you are, I'm gonna remove you. I need to know who are you.
I think she's Lara.
No, not Lara. No, not Lara.
عايشة روحي.
Jan is joining. I opened the chatting. Just know who is ABC. So ABC, if you can hear me, type your name here so I can know you. So Jan, we're waiting to know who is that.
Teacher, what is the link of our online classes on YouTube so we can open them?
When we send you the weekly plan for Monday, with parts of the notes, ملاحظات, يكون محطوط اللينك تاع live class.
Teacher, there's someone talking. I can't hear you properly.
When we start explaining the lesson, I will mute you all.
Okay.
Teacher.
بس عشان مس نصهم بيحكوا هيك.
ما هو that's why I'm gonna mute you all when we start explaining. Masa's joining.
Miss, what are we going to use today and about what?
Revision. We're gonna continue the revision.
Yani, we're not gonna use any paper or notebook, right?
No. If you wanna use a paper just to do some calculations with me, you can do that.
Did you figure out who is ABC?
لسه ما دخل.
I'm just waiting.
لسه الشخص ما دخلت.
في Masa, I mean, just joined.
I'm غادة.
ABC who
بس
are you?
ABC موجود. بالزاوية. غادة.
Ghada, are you sure?
Yes.
Type Ghada, I'm gonna rename you. Ghada.
Teacher, you can rename us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, is Lujane here? I didn't.
Lujane maybe will not join or Maalia. So
Dana didn't join us yet. And Tamara and Maali. Lujane, Tamara, and Maali. Anyway, I'm not gonna wait more than that. We should start our lesson. So I'm gonna mute you all.
okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are all now muted. We're gonna start now together our revision. Remember, again, in the end of our session, we're gonna have a quiz. Okay, the quiz is about the revision that we will talk about. How is the quiz gonna happen? I'm gonna send you in the chatting box the link of the quiz. You should click on the link. The link will take you directly to the quiz. It's a multiple choice quiz. Okay, as usual, it's only 5 minutes to do it. If you want to say anything important, you can just raise your hand through the reactions that you see on the screen. Do you see them down? Zaina, do you want to say anything?
Teacher, can we open the quiz on the laptop, for example, because I'm using the iPad, and can I open it on the laptop?
Yes, sure, but the link will be sent here to the chatting box.
Yeah.
You should copy the link or type the link on the laptop and do it wherever. Okay, you can do it from the laptop, from the mobile, wherever. Okay.
Yeah.
Type. Who else wants to say? Maha.
Yes, hi teacher. I just want to say the link رح يكون هنا يعني we're going to click it.
Yeah.
Chatting. Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome. Type. Let's start fast because last time we didn't finish revision 1. I'm gonna share with you the screen of our revision. Last time it's waiting. Okay. So this is our presentation. Here is it. So I just wanna screen. Okay, can you see the PowerPoint? Just thumbs up if you can see it. Can you see it? No? What's wrong? Type again, let me try again. What, Maha?
Teacher, if you want, you can do refresh to the PowerPoint or something.
I'm working.
Okay.
On it. Okay. Okay, let me just check what's the problem with it. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So again, you are now all muted. I'm gonna start. Last time I finished revising the first lesson, 7.5 fractions and mixed numbers on the number line. And we're gonna continue today. In revision 1, we're gonna continue the other lessons. We did all these last times. We are now going to revise together the next lesson, which is about equivalent fractions. Lesson 7-8 about equivalent fractions. Now that lesson was so easy. To write equivalent fractions, we can use multiplication or division. Okay, when we use multiplication, you can multiply by any number you want. But the important note that you should know is when you multiply or divide, when you multiply actually, you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. If you multiply the numerator by 2, you should multiply the denominator by 2. Same as division. When you divide the numerator by a number, you divide the denominator by a different number, okay? Now, let's go for the questions here. We need to name 2 equivalent fractions for each of these fractions. We can use multiplication or division. Multiplication works all the time, but division doesn't work all the time, okay? Janine, if you can hear me, stop moving and pay attention with us. So in 5/6, in this fraction, we can use multiply or divide. For example, if you want to multiply by 2, you multiply 5 times 2 and 6 times 2. Why did we choose 2? It doesn't matter. You can choose any number you want. So 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12. Can I multiply by 3? Of course, we can multiply by 3. 5 times 3, 15, and 6 times 3, 18. We can multiply by 4, by 6, by 10, by 100, by million. We can multiply by any number. But here, if we want to use division, is there a common factor between 5 and 6? The factors of 5 are 1 and 5. There's just 1 times 5 equals 5. And the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. We can multiply 1 by 6 to get 6. We can multiply 2 by 3 to get 6. So it's just these numbers. But there's nothing in common between the factors of 5 and the 6. We don't care about the 1 because 1 is a common factor of all the numbers in the world. Okay, so we don't use the 1. So 10/12, this one, as you see, and 15/18 are both equivalent to the fraction 5/6. Type 8/16. Can anyone tell me how can we write an equivalent fraction? If you can, raise your hand. Rama, let's see, where is Rama? Here's Rama. Yes, Rama.
We will multiply 8 and 16 with 2.
Excellent. Yes, we can multiply them by 2. So 8 times 2
equal 16.
And the denominator, 16 by 2?
Is
38.
38, yes.
Yes, excellent, Rama. So we can multiply 18 and 16 by 2. Thank you, Rama. Rama, please mute yourself and lower your hand when you're done. Sama? Yes, Sama. We can't hear you, Sama. We can't hear you. There's something wrong with your speakers or headset, or you don't wear headset. But there's something wrong. We can't hear you, Sama. Type, show me on the screen. Is it multiply? Do you want to multiply or divide? Divide by 4. Okay. Yes, excellent. We can divide 8 by 4 and we can divide 16 by 4. 8 divided by 4 is what? 2. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. Yes, so it's going to be 2 over 4. Thank you, Sama. Check your speakers next time so we can hear your voice. Okay? So let's see, what do we have? We can divide also by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 16 divided by 2 is 8. That's an equivalent fraction. We can also divide by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So here are equivalent fractions. Look at these questions. We had a lot of questions like these in the homework, that we have 2 equivalent fractions. We know one part of it. We need to know the other part. So here, the first one, 8 over 24 equals 1 over something. There's a missing number here. How do we know what's that missing number? By using equivalent fraction. Loreen, can you tell us?
Yes,
yeah.
Divided by 8.
Excellent. Yes. Hello, where did we get the 1 from? From dividing 8 by 8, which is 1. So we go to the denominator, Lorraine. It's going to be 24 divided by 8. What is it?
3.
3. Excellent. So the missing number is 3. Thank you, Lorraine. Let's go to question 8. Who can answer it? Salma, Mansour.
Okay.
You have 6 over 21 equals a missing number over 7. How do you know?
We're gonna divide the 6 by 3 and we're gonna get 2. So the equivalent fraction to 6 over 21 is 2 over 7.
Yes, excellent, Selma. Because look, in the denominators we have 21. The 21 turned to 7 because we did 21 divided by 3 is 7. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Let's go to question 17. Rama, you answered. Let's see different one. Maha?
Yes. Yes.
Maha. 17. Look.
17.
The 5 turned to 21, or you can say the 21 turned to 5. How?
We will divide them by 2.
Divide what?
No, 5 divide them by 2.
Is 5 divided by 2 20?
No.
So how did we get
4?
Times 4. Yes, we do.
Yes.
5 times 4 is
20.
So down, what's the number that you multiply it by 4, you get 36?
8.
8 times 4 is
no.
You should have problems.
9.
Yes, it's 9. You should be faster than that to memorize the table. So 9 times 4 is 36. So 9 is the missing number. Excellent, Maha. Yalla. The last one. Let me see. Zaina Abu Daya. Yes, Zaina.
In the we have the missing numerator.
Yeah.
If we look at the denominators,
yes.
There's a larger number than a smaller number, so that shows me it's division.
Okay. Yes. So what did we divide?
63 divided by what equals 9 it's 7.
Yes. And we know that 63 divided by 7 is 9. Or if you work oppositely from 9 to 63, 9 times 7 makes 63.
So I'm gonna multiply. I have 7 as a numerator here. So the missing numerator is 1 because 1 divided by 7 equals 7, right?
No. Look. Let's work from 9 to 63. That's much easier. 9 to 63. 9 times 7 is 63. So go up to the numerator. You should move with the same directions. 7 times 7, what do you get?
49.
Yes, it's 49. Yes, this is it. That's the missing number. Now look, 63 divided by 7 is 9, and 49 divided by 7 is 7. Okay? Okay, thank you, Zaina. Let's go to the next lesson. That was the lesson of equivalent fraction. It was so easy. Lesson 7-9, it's about the greatest common factor. The main steps of finding the greatest common factor is to know what are the common factors. So look, the common factors are two numbers that have the same factors, like here, for example. What are the common factors of 18 and 24? Remember the steps together. Let's remember. First of all, we need to list the factors of 18. What are the numbers that we multiply them together to get 18? We can multiply. Yes, Al-Mansur, I can see you. 1 times 18 is 18. And we know that 2 times 9 is 18. We know that 3 times 6 is 18. So these are the factors of 18. Now 24. The factors of 24, it's actually what's the number that we multiply them together to get 24. We know that there's 1 times 24, and there's 2 times 12, 24. There's 3 times 8, 24. There's 4 times 6, 24. There are a lot of numbers that we multiply them together to get 24. So these are all the factors of 24. Now, do we have to write them in order? No. Okay, you can write them in whatever the order you want. Now here, look. Second of all, the common factors are the red numbers. See, there is 1 as a common factor, and by the way, 1 is a common factor between all the numbers. 1 is a common factor. 2 is in 18 and 24. We can see 3 in 18 and 24. We can see 6 in 18 and 24. So we call these common factor. Now, the lesson is the greatest common factor. Which of these common factors is the greatest? It's 6. Yes, so the greatest common factor is 6. هلا, we use GCF to say greatest common factor. So instead of keep writing the 3 words, greatest common factor, we can just use GCF. And sometimes, by the way, you can see it like HCF, like highest common factor. So HCF and GCF are the same, okay? So the greatest common factor, as we said, of 18 and 24, after listing the factors and after finding the common factors, the greatest of them is 6, okay? Type. Name all the common factors of 18 and 24. We did that already. Is 3 also a greatest common factor of 18 and 24? Is it the greatest? Look, we have 3 as a common factor, but is it the greatest? No, it's not. No, there's only 1 greatest common factor. We don't have 2 greatest numbers, okay? We can't say that 6 and 7 are the greatest. No, 7 is greater than 6, so 7 is the greatest. So 3 can't be a common factor here because 6 is the greatest one. Here are other examples of greatest common factors, 16 and 24. The common factors of 16 here, here they are, and the greatest common factor of 24. The greatest one is 8. So the greatest common factor is 8. 30 and 36. The common factors of 30 are listed. So as you see, girls, you have to be careful by writing all the common factors. You shouldn't miss any of them. Okay, because maybe the factor that you'll miss is going to be the greatest one that we need. How do you make sure that you wrote all the factors? By using the divisibility rules that we took in the first semester. Okay, so we list the common factors again. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, because 1 times 30 is 30, 2 times 15 is 30, 3 times 10 is 30, 5 times 6 is 30. For 36, we listed all of them, and the greatest here is 6. So 6 is the greatest common factor. So that was the lesson of the greatest common factors. Rama, do you have anything to say? Because I see you raising your hand. Okay, let me lower your head. Okay, now let's go to the next revision. Revision 2. Can you see revision 2? Okay, good. So let's start with revision 2. In this revision, we're gonna revise the next 3 lessons. Sama, you are raising your hand. Where is your name, Sama? Oh, you lowered it. Here's Sama. Sama, did you fix the speaker?
Miss Teacher,
Yes.
when we find the greatest common factor,
Yeah.
what do we do?
What?
When we find the greatest common factor, how do we write it?
As we wrote it, just you write GCF, or you write greatest common factor is 6, or you can write the GCF.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Type. We have other students raising their hands. Vian, do you want to say anything, Vian?
Teacher, why when we talk, we have an echo?
That's just for Sama, not everyone. There is a problem with her speakers.
Okay.
Okay. هلا احنا we don't hear echo with you. طيب. Let me see. Is there anyone else wants to say? Dana?
What if we don't have any like common factors between them, and the question said there is a common factor?
That's a good question, Dana. هلا if you list all the common factors but there isn't any common factor, هلا no way to have no common factors. You know why? Because Dana, there's number 1, by the way, which is all the time in common between all the numbers, right? So if you don't have any number other than 1, so 1 will be the greatest common factor. It's just 1, there's nothing else. Okay? طيب, Maha, do you want to say anything? Yeah.
So teacher, if like in the quiz,
Yeah.
إنه إحنا حطينا all the common factor, بس نسينا one، إنه بتنحسب غلط كاملة أو بتنحسب نص.
If the one that you missed was the greatest one, أكيد you're gonna lose the mark. But for example,
it was the lower.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because in the end, we need the greatest of them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Type. Who's that? There's someone raising her hand here. Lean? Yes, Lean.
Yes. Teacher, when I solved the homework for this lesson, I forgot how to make the fractions in simplest form.
I know, we're gonna explain it now.
Okay.
Remember it together, okay? Type. Let's start how to do the simplest form of any fraction. Type. First of all, in lesson 710, fractions in simplest form. A fraction in simplest form is a fraction that the numerator and the denominator have no common factors. So it's so related to the greatest common factor. Okay? So when you don't have any common factor between the numerator and the denominator, the greatest of them, that fraction is going to be the simplest form. Example, look at 1/2. Now, when in 1/2, the factors of 1 is only 1. There's just 1 times 1 equals 1. And the denominator, we have 2 in the denominator. The factors of 2 is 2 times 1. We just have 2 times 1 equals 2. So the common factor between them is just 1. Okay? They don't have anything else in common. So when we have no common factors other than 1, that's going to be a fraction in simplest form. So 1 over 2 is already in simplest form because they have nothing in common. But if you look at again at 2 over 3, the fractions of 2, the factors, sorry, of 2 are just 1 and 2. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. So the common factors is just 1. Okay, so 2 over 3 is already in simplest form. We can't simplify it more than this. Now, how do we find 4 over 7 is also in simplest form because the factors of 4 and the factors of 7 are not in common. There is just 1 as a common factor. Same as 5 over 8. The factors of 5, 1 and 5. The factors of 8, 1 and 2 and 4 and 8. So there is just 1 as a common factor, so it's in the simplest form. Which of these fractions is written in the simplest form? We can see 4 over 8 is not in simplest form because 4 and 8, they have common factors. We have 2 as a common factor. We have 4 as a common factor. 5 over 10 is not in simplest form because we can divide 5 by 5 and we can divide 10 by 5. So they have 5 as a common factor. 5 and 7 is in simplest form. Oops. Because there is nothing in common between 5 and 7. There is nothing in common between 7 and 11. So it's in simplest form. There's nothing in common between 5 over 6. So it is in simplest form. What do you think about 6 over 9? Is it in simplest form or no? What do you think? Dana?
It's not in simplest form because
Why?
we can divide it by 3.
Excellent, Dana. Yes, 6, we can divide 6 by 3 and we can divide 9 by 3. So they have 3 as a common factor. Okay, how can you write a fraction in simplest form? If we have a fraction which is not in simplest form, how can we write it? Look, 12 over 20, we need to write this fraction in simplest form. Step number 1, we find the greatest common factor as we did in our previous lesson. We need to write the factors of 12 and we need to write the factors of 20, then find the greatest common factor. So the factors of 12 are these and the factors of 20 are these. The greatest common factor between them, if you can see, it's 4. Okay, so step number 2, when you find the greatest common factor, you reduce the numerator and the denominator by dividing them by the greatest common factor, which is 4. So 12 divided by 4, 3. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the simplest form of 12 over 20 is 3 over 5. Now, who can tell me how do we write the simplest form of 9 over 21? Lean? Okay, Lean.
Yes. We see what is the common factor between 9 and 21.
Yes.
9, the factors are 1 and 1 and 3 and 9.
1
and 2
and 3 and 9 are the factors of 9. Excellent. What about the factors of 21?
21, 1,
yeah.
and not 2 because in the divisibility rules it ends with 1 and 1 is not even, so
yes.
It's not with divisible by 2. 3, yes. And
3, yes.
4, no.
3 with what? What do you multiply the 3 by?
7.
3 by 7, yes. So 1 times 21 and 3 times 7 is 21. Yes.
Yeah, 4 and 5 and 6, no. 7, yes. 3 times 7 and 7 times 3. And 21.
So what's the greatest common factor of 9 and 21?
3.
3, excellent. 3 is the greatest common factor. Now we divide the numerator and the denominator by 3. So when you divide 9 by 3, you get 3. 21 by 3 is 7. So that's the greatest common factor. Sorry, that's the simplest form. Thank you, Lean. Okay. هلا 12 over 30. 12 over 30. Vian, yes, Vian.
12 is 1 with 12. 2 with 6. 3 with 4.
Yeah.
4 with and 5 no. 6 with 2.
Yes.
7 no.
Okay.
8 no. And the others no.
Okay, so what's the greatest common factor between 12 and 30?
30 is...
It's
30
shown
is
here.
1 with 30. 2 with... 6.
6 is the greatest common factor, yes. So we divide 12 by 6.
It will be 2.
And 30 by 6.
30 by 6, it will be 5.
Yes, excellent, Vian. So that is the simplest form. Okay, that's enough for this lesson revision. Next time, we're going to continue revision 2. Okay, so now I'm going to send for you the link of the quiz, girls, in the chatting. I'm going to open the chatting. And I'm going to unmute you so I can hear that no one is talking to you. So please be in a quiet place. You are now unmuted. And I opened the chatting.
Teacher, on which paper would we solve the quiz?
Online.
Online. Hala, I'm going to send you the link.
Okay.
Okay. So let me first. Put the link. Guys, it's just 5 minutes, okay?
ما بعتي.
You did not send.
لسه المس عم تبعته.
Wait.
Weird.
حبيبي سوري الكمبيوتر.
بس نقدر نجيب ورقة وقلم.
Sure, yes, you can use pencil and paper.
استراحة أجيب ورقة وقلم.
يلا fast.
I'm gonna go bring my.
بس ما بعتي إشي.
بس وين حنلاقيه؟
لسه. I didn't. هلا I will. طيب, I will put it in the
مس هلا أنت رح تبعتي لنا هاي بعتته.
هاي مس بعتي.
يلا, I'm gonna put. It's already on the timer 5 minutes. So you.
Teacher, where we can find it?
It's in the chatting. I said.
Miss, how it will open?
Yes.
Click on it.
Miss, بيروح على participants.
Girls, listen to me. Girls, I'm gonna mute you again. Girls, copy the link from the chatting box, okay? And go to Google, paste it there, it will be opened. Yani you have to do like that, copy it, go to Google, paste it there and enter. It will be opened directly. The quiz is so easy. It's just about revision 1. Yeah, start. Hala, this is just like a demo. This is the first time that we're doing the quiz. So it's, yani, we're gonna just try it together. Again, do you see how did I copy it? You just do like this, copy it, go to Google. If you can't copy, if you don't have laptop, you can just try to type. It's going to be so hard for you to type it. Again, don't worry. It's the first time that we're doing the quiz. We're just trying. If you have problems with that, you can work on it next time. So don't worry. Let's try to do it. Salma, what do you want to say?
Teacher, I tried to copy it, but it's not working.
I don't know, يعني if some of you already opened it.
I don't know, it's not opening. It's not working. Wait a minute.
Okay. Dana, the link is exactly above your message. Do you see where did you type your message? Look above, you can see my message. I told you, it's fine, يعني. We are trying this time. Okay? Next time, you better have laptops to do it. Or iPads. Zena, what?
Teacher, I finished the quiz. Shall I send it to you now?
Yeah. So when you submit, it will give you your mark directly.
Yeah.
Okay. Salma, do you still have anything to say? Salman Sur?
Teacher, now I'm trying to copy it on another device.
Yalla, fast. Jude.
Teacher, I finished.
Okay, perfect. I think you saw your mark if you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, good, excellent. Sama. Okay. Yara. Yes, Yara. Can't hear you, Yara. Here is the link again. Here's the link again, Dana. I sent it. Yara, yes, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, teacher,
what?
I can't enter the quiz. I don't know why.
Here is the link.
I copy it.
هلا زينة أبو دية, this time it's just like a demo. We are trying to see how is the procedures of the quiz is happening. So for this time, يعني we're just thinking of it. But no, لأنه في some students are having problem with getting into the links. Yara, the link is in the chatting box. Just click on it, copy it and paste it there. Actually, the time of the quiz should be done, but I'm given time because you had problems. Who is Vian? Do you want to say anything?
No.
Okay, because your hand was raised. Manad?
Teacher, some questions I wrote them, but like it had 2 answers, but I got 1 out of 2. Is it good? Does it mean that I got the question right or wrong?
I will reopen your answers and check again, okay?
And like, miss, بعطيني 2 answers, but I only ticked 1 of them.
It depends on that question. We'll see, okay?
Okay.
طيب, Dana, did it work?
Yes.
It worked? Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Welcome. Maha, what, do you want to say anything? What, Maha?
Teacher, I finished the quiz.
Oh, okay, good, excellent. Lean.
Teacher, did you see my quiz? I sent it to you.
Yes, all the quizzes are received. But this time I gave you more time لأنه في some students had problems with getting into the quiz. Nada? What, Nada? Wait, Nada. Yes, took. Can't hear you, Nada. ما في صوت at all. طيب, let's see. طيب, actually, girls, the time is up. Who's that? Masa? Yes, Masa.
Teacher?
Yeah.
I am in the last question.
Okay, yellow, you are in the last minute. Okay, again, girls, this time we are trying the procedures of doing the steps. And next time, you better have the computers or laptops that you prefer to use, okay?
Teacher?
Yes. Type, let's see, Loreen, do you want to say anything, Loreen?
Yes, I finished the quiz.
Okay, excellent. خلاص, if you finished it. And Salma, yes, what Salma?
Teacher, still it's not opening. I tried a lot.
And
I don't
me
know
too.
what to do.
خلاص, no problem.
And me too.
Okay, we'll check on that. It's okay, don't worry. Type, girls, the time of it is done. خلاص, who sent the quiz is already. Sama, what, do you want to say anything, Sama?
Miss, in this question,
Yeah.
they didn't say tick 2 answers.
They didn't what?
Miss, they didn't say tick 2 answers. Miss, in this, like the equivalent of 8 and 16, they didn't like say tick 2 answers.
ما هو أنت, you should know. Equivalent is not only one equivalent fractions. You should put all the equivalent fractions. Anyway, girls, again, as I told you. No, you should take all the equivalent fractions. Anyway, girls, the time is up. The meeting is ended now. See you next time. We'll send you now the link and the presentation of the next lesson, okay? Yalla, bye. See you next week.